And Joe is with us this morning. Lovely to have you on the programme. Thanks for coming on and speaking to us. Let's talk about this single first of all, Baby Had Your Fun, which you wrote during lockdown. So I think it's been a weird time for all of us, hasn't it? For musicians and those who are in the creative industry. Where do you seek and find it from during the last year or so?
I mean, it's been crazy. Yeah, lots of gin, lots of red wine. That seems to help a bit.
Appreciate your honesty, Joe.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, when lockdown kind of hit last year, we just kind of got on Zoom. The wonderful thing that is Zoom, and just did writing sessions. I mean, it was a bit tricky with kind of delays of pianos and tracks and things. And then when we were allowed to record in the summer in studios, then I could get in and do a bit. But it's like everybody, it's just a crazy time, isn't it? And we've just got to kind of get through it. There's no kind of rhyme or reason.
You've been doing virtual concerts as well. How's that?
It's strange. I mean, I started off doing the virtual concerts and I kept saying thank you at the end of every song, and then I realised that nobody was applauding in my living room. So I was like, who am I saying thank you to? But we've just literally announced more. We're doing them all through February and March, every Friday and Saturday. And my living room has literally turned into a TV studio, which is interesting. But I think just trying to make it work and trying to just create and have fun and get through this crazy time in the best way possible.
Good on you for doing that, because there are so many potentially awkward moments with video calls. You imagine you giving your heart there, you're putting it all out there for 3 or 4 minutes, and then everyone's on mute at the end and you hear no response back.
Well, the wonderful thing is I can't see some people, because some people choose to have their cameras on and things. But we did. They kindly asked a bunch of the audience watching. They said, "Can you unmute us at the end so we can applause for you?" So we got a nice applause through a technical sound. But it worked. It did work.
Oh yeah. So are you a bit like the teacher who says, "Right, everybody, turn the cameras on."
It's a little bit, but as well, it's funny because obviously, when I go out on tour, I have a full team of crew and sound engineers, light and everything, and I'm a one-man band here. So when it goes all wrong, it's actually sometimes more entertaining than the show, to be honest, watching me try and handle all of the technicalities.
And Joe, how far are you able to sort of plan ahead? We've spoken to Ronan Keating this morning about, the issue around visas and touring in Europe. How are you able to plan what you might want to do towards the end of this year?
Yeah, well, I mean, I have a tour booked from September, which was essentially last year's solo tour that we had to push to this year. So that's kind of going ahead if we're allowed and if it's safe. But we're all in this kind of limbo at the minute where I think we're going to know more in the next couple of months as to what's going to be allowed and what's not. So at the minute, you can't really plan that much other than obviously having the new single out and things where you don't have to travel to do it with technology and things. So it's been nice being able to release the song because it's the one kind of thing that we have been allowed to do, and to be able to shoot a video as well was amazing. And hopefully when the time comes, I'm ready with bells on. I will be there. I've got the show ready. So as soon as we're allowed and as soon as people are safe, that's the most important thing, I'll be there and I'll be ready to do it.
Do you miss it?
I do. And the wonderful thing is being able to do the online shows. It's a little bit of something, but I can't wait to be back in a venue with an audience and to see an audience all next to each other, like clapping along together and being able to go near each other without socially distance. It's like we forget how much of a connection that is with not only me and the audience, but other people in the venue. So I can't wait for it.
Yeah, you're not alone in that. Joe McElderry, thank you very much indeed for your time, and best of luck. It's been lovely to see you. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Thanks, Joe, and thank you to all of you for watching today. I send